Oh, what is this BMW?
It's stupid.
Yeah, I'm sure there's people who just patrol Craigslist constantly just for flips.
Well, I mean, you're talking to one of them.
Yeah, right.
You know? To that.
I don't know. It probably doesn't rub me the wrong way as bad as it does you.
Everything rubs me the wrong way. Everything. That's not offensive. That's fine. You can love the Steelers.
Yeah, nothing wrong with Steelers.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, is it just like, is this really worth $2,500? Like, this front seat has been like I saw one of these the other day with a front seat like this. I was like, was your ass made out of pocket knives? You know, like, how do you get that?
I think it's probably from, people keep things in their back pockets and they're probably overweight, just plopping down in there and not even trying to, like, lower themselves off the seat.
Yeah, but you would think a big fat ass would be soft, you know?
Like, dude, it's like 4 cigarette butts. Like, if you just pick those up, we wouldn't even have to talk about it. I always thought this was like a knockout of an early, like,
Windstar.
Yup.
Windstar knockoff.
It looks just like it on the outside. And it's like, if you're gonna knock off a van, why not do an Odyssey? Why the Windstar?
Seriously, it's like if you started up like off-brand cola company and you like went after the RC cola formula.
Yeah, it's like making a copy of Clover Cola or whatever the Dollar General brand is.
Yeah. Oh, he's so prone to getting sucked into questionable things.
He's so prone to getting sucked into like brand new, compact, cheap cars.
Yeah, yes, dude. They should focus group him. Like that's what GM needs to do. Like you know in like cartoons when like the evil empire like captures some like soul and like puts them in a padded cell and like tries to like capture their thoughts. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, GM should like capture your dad and like put him in a room and like try to figure out what makes his brain tick.
Yeah.
Be like some amalgamation of like the Maverick and the Cube and the PT Cruiser. Yeah, like I'm sure they're great. I'm sure they're great. You know?
Yeah.
Car almost looks new, been driving for 2 years now. Never even had to take it to a mechanic. Like, you probably should take it to a mechanic at least sometimes. You know, like oil change.
Probably.
You know? I'm sure it's fine, yeah. You know, it's whatever. It's a $5,000 car.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are decent. Didn't your grandma have one of these?
She had like the 90s one. That is like the late 90s, early 2000s one.
Yes.
So she had the one that was more like Uncle Curtis's.
Gotcha. Yeah, my next door neighbors when I lived in Garner had one of these, but it was a generation of your grandma's. Like it was the one right before this one. I rode in it once. It was nice to ride in.
Oh man, like it was super quiet.
Yes.
You could still kind of hear a low rumble.
Yes, that's exactly how I remember it. Like it was super quiet inside, but you just had like that subtle hum of the V8. Yes, it was not bad.
And I remember riding in the back seat of that thing, and you know, as a kid, and like barely being able to see my grandparents' heads because it was just like these lazy boys that went up high.
Yeah. Yeah. I see exactly what you mean. The seats are just like big walls of foam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're like great walls of foam.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were very, very smooth cars though. It's too bad the North Star would self-destruct ultimately, but
right. The North Star was kind of a tragedy. Like, but the thing is, like, did you know that they actually so they released the North Star in like what 92, 93? And it ran for about 10 years. Like the last couple years of the North Star, they actually had it straightened out to where it did not do the whole like pulling the head stud straight out of the block thing.
Did I tell you that a guy I work with, he's from California. He worked at a Buick and Cadillac dealership in the 90s.
Yeah.
And his job was to like swap out broken North Stars or do whatever they had to do to them.
Yeah. You showed me some picture from that guy once.
Yeah. You could see in the background it was like a DeVille with a North Star engine up on the.
You showed me that picture. Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny.
Oh yeah, man. Like I've heard stories of like mechanics who loved these things because like once they got good at fixing them, like once they got the process down, there was so many of them that you could just take that process and like do it over and over again, and make good money just dealing with fucked up North Stars.
And you just know the process like the back of your hand.
Yeah.
At a certain point.
Yeah, shit, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this thing, so man, but think about it, like this thing, it's this is an O2, and I'm pretty sure like this is about the time they actually like had the North Star kind of figured out. And so like this one might actually be good, and this only has 85,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
Like this is a legitimately low mile car, and it's $5,600, which like. You know how it is when somebody asks 56, like they're setting themselves up to get talked down to 5, right?
Right.
And look at this, like, I'm looking at the glove box picture now, it'll take you a minute. But like, he's got like the whole, the owner's manual with like the whole little like thing that it comes in.
Yeah.
Oh, the digital dash.
Yeah, this is probably like a nice old guy who drives it to the VA in church and...
Could be.
Maybe... Yeah, who knows?
Could be. Yeah, man. That's the thing is like I trust nobody. He's in Snellville. That's not a great sign. But like, I mean, you never know. It could be an old guy. It could be his nephew selling it. It could be anybody. The thing is there's not enough information in this ad. Like there's several things that I normally look for when I'm trying to decide like, is this a real person, flipper, whatever. Oh, look, he's got a real license plate though. I didn't even notice that before. I was looking for a license plate, and I didn't get around to the pictures that had it. Yeah, he's got a real license plate. Real Gwinnett County license plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely could have just, like, parked it in any cul-de-sac or whatever, but, like, if that's his cul-de-sac, it looks like a nice area.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, no, this could actually be trustworthy. Oh, he's listening to 97.1 The River.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, even 97.1 The River, right?
Yeah, it's like your classic rock station.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had like the 97.1 knockoff in Atlanta. I mean in Birmingham that I would get when I was in college at Tuscaloosa.
Oh yeah.
And it was just it was owned by like the same people that owned the
There, there was like one main company that owned it.
Yeah,
and they had different 97.1 The Rivers, like, but they were different. They had different names, but it was like GM with like different brands. Like they had them in different cities with different names. Oh man, yeah. Did you see that? Did you see the Vice Grip episode where he just tore the shit out of that C5? It was recent.
No.
Oh man,
No.
Yeah.
No.
Like, did you ever see the original video that he made of that C5? Where, like, he bought the C5 just to, like, it was wrecked and all this shit, and he bought it at an auction just, like, to rip the LS out of it?
No.
So, anyways, like, he takes the engine out by lifting the body off of the engine, and I just watched this last night, and, basically, like, see, the car itself is just a donor, like, it's complete trash, and so, like, he starts just, like, ripping, like, the hood and the fenders and the headlights, like the whole front end. He just starts ripping it off and all like the plastic shit under the hood, like the reservoirs and shit. And so he just starts like he just basically pops the hood and starts like ripping at shit with his hands. And dude,
Wow.
Yeah, man. And like, it was like, whoa, this makes me not want to own a C5 because he just starts like literally ripping at the car with his hands. And you just hear like cheap plastic just like crunching and falling apart. It's like, it took him like no effort. He just like grabs the fender, like gives it a good rip and like throws it off in the distance. Like, oh. Like all the computer boxes and like reservoirs under the hood. He just like takes a fistful and like, ooh, ouch. He says that as 55,000, but he also says that as a rebuilt engine. And I'm guessing he's one of those guys who like just goes purely off of the engine rebuild mileage, you know?
Yeah.
Like has the engine rebuilt 55,000 miles ago and listed as a 55,000 mile car, and then you get there and there's like 210 on it, and he's like, well, the engine was rebuilt 55,000 miles ago, so that's what I put. You know?
That's annoying because that's just half the the process. Like,
Yeah, like half, if that. Yeah.
yeah, if that. The Kia Optima was pretty clean.
The Kia Optima. Yeah, it was clean. Yeah, it's clean. Yes, it is clean. Looks like a flip. In my opinion, kind of looks like it. Yeah. So this guy's in Snellville. His name is David. But this is So, but he doesn't have a license plate. So then we got 1997 Ford Ranger XLT in Covington. It's a 2.3 liter. That's not raising the price, and it's got 106K on it. Towing package, sliding back glass, heat, CD player needs to be installed, new battery, new mass airflow sensor, new air filter, fresh oil change. Sounds like he was throwing parts at this thing like crazy. Good rims and tires. Had it detailed inside and out. Carpet shampooed and clean. Runs great. Ready for emissions if needed. Asking $4,500.
Yeah,
I don't know. Do you think that's a lot? I think that's a lot. Yeah, I think that's a lot.
Yeah, and it always scares me to a certain point when you see someone who's just throwing up a parts at the car.
Yeah.
Like, are you trying to get to the bottom of something? Or
yeah.
what is going on there?
Yeah. And then they get on Craigslist like all proud of themselves for replacing all these things, and they're like, I just replaced 100 things on this car. And then my immediate reaction is like, I don't know if that's a pro. Like, and let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. You just did all this stuff to this car, and you couldn't even install the CD player? Like, you had to leave the CD player on the front seat?
Oh, you have to take a picture of the unplugged cord up close.
Yeah, right. And then he's got like the dashboard is like split open. If you like look real close at the picture of like the steering wheel area, like the dashboard where it's like under the steering wheel is like halfway opened up. Like, so you can tell he was like in the dashboard poking around at wires trying to figure something out. And it's like, And he's got Crown Vic wheels on it. So like you can tell he was like kind of about this thing. Like you can tell like this was like his little baby, and like I think it was his little baby, and for one thing, something's wrong with it he doesn't know how to figure out. And number two, he like overvalues it because like it was his thing. Like he put Crown Vic wheels on it. It's super low miles. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he probably put some money into this thing too, in parts and stuff, and he's trying to recoup some of his.
Yes, I think he put money into it that did not actually raise the value of it.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a 4-cylinder. It's a 4-cylinder automatic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but it comes with the navigation system and the enhanced security package. Does that make up for it?
For 99% of people, probably.
Yeah, that's a sad shit, though, isn't it?
All right, let's see. Oh man, we got a Blazer.
All right, so you're on the Blazer.
Yeah, I'm on the and Dracola.
Dracola, dude. That needs to be a Craigslist Gold stream. Is like you mispronouncing names of places in Georgia.
Or is that Dracula? It's like small on my phone.
No, I'm just making fun of you. It's Tequila. Like you would have never guessed that on your own. It's fine. It's
I don't have my glasses on, like
it's fine. Like it's a weird name. Like you would not know how to like say it just based on what it's like spelled. It's fine.
Dracula, Dracola.
Yeah, you called it Dracola. Like that's what I gotta call it from now on. Man, I'll tell you what's scaring me is this picture of the front door panel. Do you see in like the lower pocket of the front door panel how there's like a spring in there? It kind of looks like a valve spring. Like,
oh god. We decided to save the old one.
Yeah, right. Like, why is there a valve spring? Like, I don't know if it is a valve spring.
That is a valve spring, I think.
Yeah, like that's scary, isn't it? Like that's not a good sign. That's red flag. And then
Yeah, valve springs have a very distinctive look to them. I'm pretty sure that's what that is.
Yeah,
something like that.
Who knows? I've never driven one.
Avalon.
So, yeah, we got an Avalon. Aunt Stephanie Jen.
For whoever is listening to this, there is nothing you can get with less steering feel than this car. It is the lightest steering car I've ever driven.
Yeah. Even vacuum it out, which is like a good thing and a bad thing. Like it's one thing. It's like it's gross. It's kind of like, really, dude, you couldn't vacuum out your car. But on the other hand, it's like if this was a flipper trying to make money, they'd probably vacuum it. You know?
Yeah, I mean 96,000 miles, LS1,
Yes.
V28.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
yeah,
All the above.
I remember driving that thing, and it was an automatic, but it would still like chirp the tires in third gear.
Would it?
Was
Third?
crazy. Yeah, in third gear, chirp.
That's pretty insane.
Yeah.
Those clean automatic leather sunroof, third row, 200K, but it runs like new. Do you believe that? Do you think that's honest? Do you think? Do you believe that this runs like new?
No.
Not loving it.
Okay, you're not liking it?
I'm not in love with it because you know what? It's a C5 for 17, and we've seen so many cheap C6s that were really better cars. And plus, like you know me, like I don't want a black car. I want a black car with a black outside. Don't want a black inside. This is completely murdered out. The wheels, like I don't think those were black wheels from the factory. I think they're plasti dipped or spray painted.
Yeah.
Which like I really, man, when I see a car with plasti dipped or spray painted wheels, unless it's like a $1,500 like junk truck, like it's a turnoff for me. It really is. And not to mention that this thing's also got the automatic transmission. He's got like some like kind of he's got the interior is kind of like AutoZone accessory racked out, like the steering wheel cover and the chintzy seat covers. I don't know, man. That car looks cheap.
The C6 is like, it's still kind of like rental car, like part spin.
Yeah, but it's like nice rental car. That's the difference between a C5 and a C6. C6 is nice rental car. C5 is like legitimately like not even a nice rental car.
Yeah.
Like she's all the way down there. So this is supposedly a steal. So this is an 03 like. It looks really clean. It's an E-Class. It's an E500, which like he doesn't even say what. This is a very sparse ad, but I believe an E500 be a V8. Like I think this would be a nice car. Like it looks pretty nice inside. He says it needs an alternator, and my loss is your gain. Like it kind of sounds too good to be true. It's like really you're just selling this thing for the alternator, but then on the other hand, like. You could get under the hood of this thing and you could realize like, oh shit, like you have to remove the engine and separate it from the transmission to do an alternator on this bitch, you know?
Yeah, that could be the case. That's like Uncle Curtis generation E-Class, right?
It is. This is the one after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a generation after the Uncle C. But it kind of looks like, and it's an Alpharetta. Like, you know Alpharetta's a good sign, right? Oh, he's up by Milton? Oh, yeah. Right. Oh, yeah. That guy's not trying to rip anybody off. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, so how about this? What does it make you think when somebody says, with all caps, solid, when somebody says a 2012 Impala has a solid all caps engine and transmission?
What does that mean? Locked up?
I do like the fact that he's got a real. Yeah, man, this thing looks like it got like mildly spun a little bit.
Yeah.
The interior is kind of rough. I don't know. I don't hate these. I really don't. I got one of these as a rental one time in Illinois, and it was a perfectly decent car.
Yeah.
Column shift. That was really what did it for me. Like you're talking a 2012 with a column shift. Like I'm sold. Yeah. I'm there. But this is not. You could get it with an optional bucket seats and a console up front, which is like.
Yeah, that ruins it for me.
Okay.
Okay, I'm looking at the Silverado.
Oh, we're past the Silverado. We've moved on. We've got something new.
Okay.
This is your dad is about to make a bad decision today.
Okay. Oh,
does this thing?
Here we go.
Yeah, man, it's a Spider. It's a Spider turbo.
Okay. That's turbo. That's honestly, man, that's really not a bad deal, probably for that.
It's cheap. It's cheap, dude. It says it runs.
Wow.
It was posted 17 hours ago in Douglasville, and you can stop at Crazy and Lazy's house on the way.
Yeah. Man, it is a 4-speed, right?
Yeah, 4-speed manual.
I mean,
Yeah.
sort of assumed they all were.
Yeah, 4-speed manual.
Wow. It's clean. I mean, whoever did those wheels, I don't even want to speak about that, but.
Oh, no, those wheels are Steelies with hubcaps on them.
Oh, is that what they are? Oh,
Yeah, those are like your AutoZone Windstar knockoff hubcaps. Yeah, you can rip those off. You can just rip those off and spray those steel wheels.
Yeah.
You'll be good to go in 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's very clean.
Yeah. How do you get so much rust on a steering wheel and a steering column? How about that? I thought that was supposed to be inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do you get that to happen?
What probably happened was this thing sat outside for a long time.
It's a rhetorical question.
Someone redid it, maybe. Oh, it's original?
I said it's a rhetorical question. I wasn't looking for a real answer. I was just looking to make noise.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just messing with you. But look under the hood of this thing, like with the turbo. Like of all the Corvair hoods I've ever like looked under that your dad's had, he never had a turbo. You know, it's kind of different.
Yeah. I think the turbos are pretty good. And,
yeah.
And the later ones, they had one that went up to 180.
Yeah.
Those are supposed to really.
Yeah, your dad should buy it. Really, I mean, 85.
Yeah.
I mean, those Corvairs, whatever. I love the first picture. When you get to this minivan, like, there's really nothing to say about this thing except for the first picture is just amazing.
I'm waiting for it. Let's see. Yeah, it's still on the Corvair.
Yeah, the lag is kind of a bummer, but
shit, clean minivan. That's all they said. Just clean. Minivan.
Just clean minivan, yeah. And then the first picture.
The sunroof.
It's just like got like a portion of the guy's face in it. It's like he just put his phone in selfie mode and took a he put his phone in selfie mode and took a picture of like 70% of the sunroof, and he was like, "Yeah, this will sell."
He couldn't be more vague and less informative.
No, he could not. I think it's nice though. It's got a lot of miles on it, but this generation of Odyssey was like one of my favorite minivans ever. Really?
Yeah, they were nice.
Yeah, you've been in one of these before, right? Like they feel really quality inside.
Gloria and Charlie had one.
Yeah, you're right. It had an oil burning issue, didn't it?
Yeah. I mean, that thing ate through oil like you wouldn't believe. Like,
yeah.
They would drive to Montgomery and have to like put 3 quarts of oil in it. Like, it was crazy.
Damn.
And it was a problem for those. I don't know what year they straightened it out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a shame. I always like those things.
It's a shame because those were such high quality cars on the
body-wise, yes.
Like, yeah. And body-wise, all the gaps lined up nicely. Like, it was a nice car.
Yeah, they looked good. Shit. Then we got a 2005. We're in minivan mode now. We got a 2005 Toyota Sienna 3700 in Marietta. This was a good era for these. It's got Acura TL wheels on it from like 2002. That's weird. It's random. We got a bumper sticker that says Team Prince. I don't know what that means. We don't have a license plate, so I'm not loving that. But you've got all these personal items in the center console, which like that always increases my trust level a little bit. Like when you've got like lanyards and hand sanitizer, and there's some kind of like random pill bottle.
Yeah. It's not just a flipper. Like someone's been driving this thing.
Yes, it decreases the chance that it's a flipper.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I'm sure those were good. I never was nuts about the looks of those.
No. Like I will say this, like compare like the Honda that we were just looking at to this generation Toyota Sienna, because they kind of competed. I like looks wise, body wise, I would take the Honda. I mean, any day of the week. Yeah.
Nice.
Looks like a lot of car for the money, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad deal.
I don't think that's a bad deal at all.
Yeah.
Dude, this for 10 grand?
Wow. Is that a manual or is that a ratchet shifter?
It's a ratchet shifter.
I don't hate ratchet shifters, honestly.
Yeah, I mean it's
Depending
whatever.
on what they're
Yeah,
in.
yeah. No, I kind of like them.
Yeah, if I got like if I had something like this that was already a console shift, well, with something like this, I probably wouldn't change it. But like with a Corvette or something, I'd throw a ratchet shifter in there.
Yeah.
But if the ratchet shifter was already hooked up, I'd definitely live with it. You know, I wouldn't mind it. So yeah, I've never been nuts about the dash on those. I always thought the Chevelle and the Le Mans dashes looked a lot better.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, but I do like it.
Yeah, I actually like. I never really had that deep of a thought about it, but I 100% see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right. The Chevelle Dash is better. It is.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm looking at this Avenger.
Yeah, this is pretty sweet. New daily, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's smooth, apparently. Where is this at? Oh, it's in Snellville. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we see it in a lot of Snellville today.
Is Snellville just like a bad place to buy? I don't know anything about Snellville.
It's a bit of a tell. It's a bit of a sign.
Okay.
It's it's not like Riverdale. I'll tell you that right now. It's not Riverdale though. Riverdale is like absolute like dude. So like Atlanta Craigslist, like when you like start scraping the absolute bottom of the barrel, I can tell you for a fact Riverdale and Ellenwood. Like you want to talk about the bottom of the barrel, Riverdale and Ellenwood. Like if you ever see Riverdale or Ellenwood, there is zero chance that this is a clean deal.
Crown Vic in Riverdale.
Excuse me? Crown Vic? This is a fine luxury car. This is a gentleman's vehicle. Gentleman's vehicle.
Yeah.
Dude, this has 42,000 miles on it.
Wow, and that I don't think is that a police? I mean, no. I'm sorry. Those wheels kind of look like police wheels. I had the little hubcaps for a second, but it's not.
Yeah, they're just hubcaps. They're just hubcaps.
Yeah.
This is a base. This is like a super base marquee because it's a GS, which is the base model, and it has cloth seats. Like this is a super base, and it's funny. Like this is an 06. Mine was also an 06.
Yeah.
But you can tell this is quite a bit different just because it's base model. It's a really awesome car.
What was yours called? Like the Ultimate?
Yes, it was. It was an Ultimate.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's hard to beat. It's pretty
hard to beat. Hard to beat.
Yeah.
And of course, he's got the Georgia used car dealer license plate. Like that's what I mean by like if you're in Riverdale, man, it's not a clean deal. I'm not saying it's a bad car. I'm just saying if you're in Riverdale, it's not a clean deal.
Yeah. Every now and then you'll just have a really good car fall into the hands of a bad dealership.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
But I don't know. I love how those things still have the metal seat buckles, like
yeah,
or whatever.
Yes.
Those are nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Like those held on to like just the right amount of classicness, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
So let's see. So this is check this out. If the ad is still up, the vehicle is still for sale. We're riding on a donut on the front. How much is this again? 35? Well, I mean, it's not a tremendous amount of money. Riding on a donut up front.
Yeah.
We don't have a license plate. But check out this, man. Check out the seats of this car. Check out the upholsteries. Can you see this?
Not yet.
Oh, you're gonna see. Dude. When you see it, you're gonna see it.
Oh man. Yeah. I don't know how anybody would sell a car with a donut up front. So you really just worked with throwing a new tire on the real wheel, like.
Yeah, absolutely. It's pure laziness.
Oh wow, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Even the back seat.
Even the back seat.
And to give the previous owner, a little credit, I know that those stain like crazy. You probably can't get anything out of those.
Do they?
Seats, but yeah, I'm halfway familiar with like Mopar cloth from that era, but man, they really did not try hard.
No, man. Like, and it's like the thing is like the front and the back got it equally. Like, it'd be one thing if you were like a messy driver who was like a messy eater in the car and you fucked up the front, or like you had messy kids who like messed up the back. But like to just have the whole thing like uniformly shat, Like,
Yeah.
what force of nature has to overcome this vehicle for it to look? You know what I mean?
I imagine that this probably was a family car that got repoed because they couldn't pay the car bill with a 20% credit.
Yeah, you know, you would know.
Yeah.
You would know.
20% interest. I mean, but yeah.
Yeah.
This is not. Oof.
It's not what you would call mint. And then you've got. Are you looking at this this document?
Did he say mint?
No, I don't think so. I'm just
I was
yakking.
Say, that is, anyway, what is the document about?
The document. I don't know if you can read the document, but it says diagnose no start. Not a good sign. And then it says broken wires at TIPM and under dash. Like, oh shit. Trace and repair wiring causing no start. This seems like a freaking stolen deal.
Yeah, that is sketchy.
Yeah, but he paid to fix it. He says I just paid $900 in repairs and it runs. So he paid to fix it. He says the only con is that it has a small dent in the fender, which like okay. It's got 170 on it.
Well, that's all the cons you could find.
Yeah, you know? Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah! Like, you didn't see anything else you thought was maybe worth mentioning?
Yeah.
Nothing? Okay.
It's like, other than the fender dent, I mean, you could see this at the Beacon auction.
Yeah. Yeah. I hate it when, like, they know they're being shitty and they give you that one little, like, tiny issue just to be like, oh, I'm honest. I would come clean with you. There's a 1-inch scratch in the passenger's front seat. It's like, meanwhile, like, the transmission slips if you drive it too hard.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're really just looking at I'm looking at Tahoe now. We're really just looking at it for the bumper stickers. So
Okay.
he's got We the People. He's got pro-life. He's got something like a Ronald Reagan quote where we can't fully. Oh, is he in Cobb County? Of course he's up with me in Cobb County. This is my people. This is my people. He's got a fuck Joe Biden American flag, and he's got something about heaven and hell. So, you should really be a nice person. So you should go to heaven. You should really have a bumper sticker that says "Fuck the President of the United States" on your car for everybody to see. That's how you can be a nice person and go to heaven. You know, like that makes sense, right?
No, those were my exact thoughts. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He wants $7,800 for it. I don't know. I guess it's fair. 178 on it. I don't know. Probably fine.
Yeah. I don't have much of an opinion on that price. I just don't know.
That's a lot of. Well, I mean, if you think about it, just like logically, like that's a lot of car for the money. Big body Chevy, decent paint job, decent alloys, decent interior, V8 engine. You know, right? And it runs. If you throw all those facts together, like you basically get $7,800. You know?
Yeah, you're right. Oh man.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, it's going to need a coil pack replaced deal.
Like if it was that easy.
Yup.
That's always a red flag to me.
Always a red flag.
Yeah. It's like, it runs great, it just needs 2 spark plugs.
Yeah! Then you get this thing out on the highway and, like, it's, like, stumbling all over the place and, like, the check engine light's flashing and you're like, oh, yeah, yup, sure, it's just the spark plugs. And then it's like, if you look in this guy's trunk, he's got a bottle of Prestone antifreeze and then, like, a clear box full of other assorted, like, automotive stuff, which means one of 2 things. Number one, like, this thing has to be constantly retopped off with fluids. Or number 2, you're just, like, so much of a car guy that you just generally carry boxes of fluids around. And if you're that much of a car guy and all this thing needs is a coil to run right, you know what I'm saying? You're definitely replacing that coil.
Yeah.
So
Paint looks nice.
I don't know. Like, yeah, like, first off, these pictures are not extremely high def. And then if you look,
rust spot.
yeah, if you look at the front fender, it's got rust spots. And to his credit, he does mention it in the ad, but like, yeah, I don't know. Like, why would that rust? Like, is it from the north? I don't know.
Yeah, and in a spot like that too.
Yeah.
Like it's like, yeah, it probably spent some time up north.
BS 91. This is. I'm sorry. This is too much for this. I think. I'm not loving this.
I want to see it. I'm on the Forte still. Here it is. Okay. Nice steps out OBS. 6,000. Bad paint.
Yeah, high miles, bad. Yeah.
He didn't say what engine, but probably 350 because it's a Z71.
Yeah, like I could believe it being a 350. Or but like lots of things, man. Like high mileage, paint shit. The hood is a replacement hood that's not painted and it's rusted out. The grill is plasti dipped. Couple of the headlights are like completely gone to shit. What else do we have here? I think the wheels are stupid. I think the wheels are really dumb. It's a step side. I don't like step sides.
It may or may not have a bad lift on it too.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
It's got a lift on it, which in all likelihood is likely shitty. So yeah, I'm not loving that one.
Yeah, I'm out on that one.
Yeah. Oh, hey, check this out now. So we just caught a flipper. So remember that the Chrysler 200 with like the completely shat front seat and rear seat?
Yes.
So that same guy. Are you with the Chrysler Sebring now, the 2010?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This vehicle needs nothing but a driver. Pros, this car is in perfect condition, all caps. Strong engine, rebuilt transmission performed on 125/23. So you literally rebuilt the transmission 3 days ago? Yeah, that's not a red flag or anything. Super cold AC, AM, FM. New car smell? No, lie, not true. No, dude, this is a 13-year-old Chrysler Sebring. Luke. Tell me you believe that this has a new car smell in it. Like,
when people make such bold statements about
bold
like that.
Dude, think about it logically, man. Look at this picture. Look at the rear bumper. Look how many stickers have been like affixed and peeled off, and now it's got like a little plastic fake paper test drive license plate. Dude, like, think about it logically, man. This thing does not have a new car smell. Do you know what I mean? Like, am I being a jerk? Oh, and it had a new computer installed. No lowballing TV.
No.
Cons. There are none.
Yeah.
You see that?
There are none.
Yeah, there's zero cons.
Cons. It's a Chrysler Sebring.
Yeah, bingo. Cons everything.
Like,
yeah, well, like I'm 100% open to ethical flips.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like that Camry I saw the other day, like it legitimately, like I could have bought that, put an ignition tune-up in it, a couple $100 in an afternoon, and resell it, and like, okay, so you've added value to the world, but like, remember that 2005 Lexus GX that was $9,000?
Yeah.
Man, that car was underpriced by like, no kidding, $6,000 or $7,000, and it needed absolutely nothing. And like, if I was smart, I would have just literally bought that thing and put it up that afternoon for more money. But I don't feel like I could bring myself to do that. Like, I feel like as a flipper, like there has to be at least like some element of a challenge or something,
Yeah. Yeah, you have to feel like you at least earned a little bit of the money you make.
Yeah.
Off of
2002 Dodge Ram 3500 V10 Magnum dually. This is extremely cheap. It's do you see this?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Yeah, so it's low mileage. Says it runs good. Just put a new radiator in it. Could use a tune-up. Now that's scary. That right there is like almost like if this was not cheap, that would like I'd be running for the door. Catalytic converters were stolen off of it.
And yeah, I think that this the V10, I think that it's like I guess just the Mopar V8 engine block with 2 extra cylinders added to it.
Yeah, it's just a gas V10.
So it's got to be decently easy to work on, but I don't know why. Yeah, could use a tune-up. That could just mean so many things.
Oh, dude, yeah, it means everything and nothing.
Yeah, I hate when people say that.
Yeah, no, it's like top 5 worst statements.
It makes a cool pack guy seem more honest.
Oh no, when you're making a coal pack guy look good. Oof.
I'd say that 200 was pretty clean.
Yeah, what was up and coming? You know.
Oh, okay.
That's a far cry from Riverdale now. But still no, but this is not that good because this is a flip. It's okay. First off, like if like I'm looking at a big like computer screen, so like I can see it like in pretty good detail. Like it's not perfect. Like if you look at the rear view, like there's a dent on the trunk. The rear bumper is scuffed. Your key ring does not have any other keys on it. That's kind of a sign right there. There's no license plate on it. That's kind of a thing.
Yeah, it's just more pristine than the other gross ones we were looking at.
No, that's true. No, the only reason you said that was just because like you had been broken by the previous 2 of those things that we saw.
Oh man, yeah, I remember at Budget we sold a decent bit of those 200s.
Yeah, those are like the classic like bad credit cars.
Yeah.
Those and PT Cruisers for some reason. What's that?
I like the Genesis.
Oh yeah, the Genesis is super. I always liked I remember when these first came out, and when these were new, going to the Atlanta Auto Show and seeing one in person for the first time.
Yeah.
Atlanta International Auto Show.
Impressive.
Yeah, and they had like the full blown like with all the options and like the spec sheet and. I really like. I thought it was pretty neat. It's being flipped.
I heard one of those one time, and honestly, I mean, it seemed like. It felt like a big Mercedes almost. It drove really good. Maybe not like quite to that level, but like just the quality was really nice on the inside.
Yeah.
Like, the engine was really strong.
Yeah.
You know, it was very precise. It was a nice car.
Yeah, they're really respectable.
Yeah.
All right, we're back in OBS mode. Oh, 445,000. Whew.
Wow. Okay.
The paint's not great. The hood is he's got like an aftermarket fiberglass hood with a fake hood scoop that doesn't do anything except make it to where you can't see out of it. Yeah, that's not helping me.
Wow.
That's not adding value.
Oh gosh, yeah. 6,500 is a lot for that truck.
Yeah. He's got Ghetto Tech floor mats.
Yeah, I'm not feeling this one, man.
Nah, not with 445 on it. And like something about it just screams 305 to me.
Yeah.
Like I could be totally wrong. I'm sure just because I said that as a 350, but.
Because I could see it because it's got the chrome wheels, but they're not like the alloys. And you would think that if you got it optioned out with a 350, you're probably gonna have the alloys. Yeah. At least.
Mileage, so it's like it's kind of harder to have a hard time about it, you know. It's got those handicapped bathroom bars on the bed.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look like something from a damn wheelchair accessible shitter.
Yeah. It's like probably some boomer that bought it, and all the chrome reminded them of the 50s.
Yeah. Yep, that's the market. Oh, hey, you need to get this for Disco Bill for Christmas. Oh, we've got like the cheapest 240SX I've seen in 20 years. Owned it since 04. Car was in storage since then. Been driving for a year. Currently, engine is knocking.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, for $4,500, even with a knocking engine, I cannot describe how fast this vehicle is going to sell. This car is good. Oh, dude, 240SXs? They're extremely. Oh, dude, they're extremely hyped. To the extreme. Oh man, like it's a meme. Like it's become a meme.
Yeah.
240SX prices.
Yeah, I just don't see it. I don't like that car that much. Maybe they're a
Really?
blast to drive. Yeah, but I like the 240Zs and 280Zs and I like that body style a lot better than that.
Really? I kind of like these. Like I do. Admittedly, I kind of like the way that they look.
Yeah.
I'm not like classic Z car. I don't know if it's better than the classic Z car, but like honestly, I kind of like these a little bit better than like the 300ZX from the 90s.
Yeah.
In a way. Like, but here's what I'll say: I've driven these, and all this is like a much more rudimentary, like way less advanced FRS BRZ.
Yeah, I can definitely see it with
Like
that car.
there is absolutely like they're basically the same thing, but there is absolutely nothing that a 240SX does that an FRS does not do and do better. So, and the thing is
Yeah.
like FRSs have become incredibly cheap.
Really? That's crazy. I had no idea.
Oh, dude, FRSs have been 10 grand for like 7 years.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty. Oh, that's good to know.
Oh, they're cheap. Yeah, yeah. They've been they've been cheap a while.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta take care of the baby.
All right.
But I'll talk to you later.
All right. See you later.